and we're going to talk about what might be coming to not only The Sims 4, but talk about what's going to be coming to The Sims Mobile and The Sims Free Play. And we're going to take a little sneaky peek at some goodies, and I promise it's going to be worth it. So definitely be there.
Interesting. It's going to be worth it, huh? Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another discussion video, because we're just a couple of days away from Maxis Monthly, and as you saw at that clip at the beginning, the Sim Gurus continue hyping up this Maxis Monthly stream in comparison to the past couple of update streams that they've done, where they were like, oh, don't get too hyped about this. We're going to the complete opposite end of the spectrum here, and it's just like, over the weekend I've just been internally screaming, my mind's going crazy, wondering what it is that's going to be worth this wait. I mean, even the voice actors are excited for this update, and even though we don't really get to go behind the scenes with the voice actors that often, I think this is a first. I don't remember the voice actors getting so excited over a free update before. Though I think this is also the first time CNN has interviewed voice actors for The Sims. But still, I think something big is going on here. Especially since the Sim Gurus do know the community, and they don't want us to get hyped up for something that's not actually that big a deal in the first place, but yet they are making a big deal about this Maxis Monthly. So what could it be? Well, in a previous video, I did narrow down that this is probably going to be something related to the Sims themselves if there's going to be new voice acting, because if this was some big build mode feature or the promised gallery updates that are coming still this year, that wouldn't really make sense. You don't need new voiceovers for that, but to have the Sims voice actors come back for this update is quite something, and it might only be like a small thing. Like maybe it is Cars after all, and the new voice clips are for car woohoo, or maybe for Sims fixing up cars. I mean, I know a lot of the voice clips that I showed off in a previous info/thoughts video were sounding like pirates and witches, but I think that's for stuff that's further down the line for a paid pack, not a free update. But more and more, something is telling me that whatever this update's about, it's not something that I can guess. Even though I'd love for it to be cars, I don't think we're getting them just yet. I think it's going to be something completely out of left field, but is still something that a lot of us are going to like. And while it would be cool for them to tease the next expansion pack at this live stream too, I have a feeling that's not going to be as likely as them just showing the next updates for the PC version, because I think in all likelihood they are going to keep to the same routine of dropping a very short teaser the day before they fully reveal the expansion pack with the trailer and press release and all of that stuff. And it is interesting to note that this is not going to just be about the PC. There's also going to be Sims Mobile and Free Play involved. And I think for those, I don't know if maybe one or both of those mobile games are going to get Halloween events, but I think at least one of them will, because, I don't know, I just keep thinking about The Simpsons Tapped Out and how the Halloween event is always pretty much like their most hyped up event every year, so I wouldn't be surprised if both of those are getting Halloween updates, but I don't know, it would be kind of cool if they got something else that would be more appropriate for all times of the year too, not just some Halloween update. Actually, I just realized maybe The Sims Mobile will be getting ghosts. That could be a really interesting thing to do, and while it would be a little Halloween themed, it does make sense to have those things outside of Halloween too, so yeah, maybe that's what they'll do. But another thing is that initially I figured this was just going to be a very small thing in regards to teasing future content with this Maxis Monthly livestream, because there is more to the stream than just showing what some future content is going to be. They also do some recapping of what's gone on recently. But wow, it's like, okay, they're unveiling a little bit of PC, free play, and mobile. So what I thought it was going to be was there was going to be a picture of something in the next updates for The Sims 4, kind of like the quarterly teasers, except just a picture, maybe a very, very short clip if we were lucky, but it seems like it's gonna be more than that, or even it'd be funny if, as unlikely as they would do this, just have a sound cue of some sort where you just hear, like, for example, if the next big update is about babies being overhauled to be more than objects, then you hear babies crying. Or if the next update was cars, then you hear a car revving up. I don't know. That could be kind of interesting. And there was that one time where the day before they announced Cats and Dogs, they put up a very short little teaser on their social media where they had all these Sims getting super excited, saying that, oh, there's going to be a really big announcement tomorrow. And it could seem like anything at first, but then if you paid attention to the music in the background, it was music from the Sims 3 Pets loading screen. And when I realized that, I was just like, yep, I got it figured out. It's the Pets expansion pack. And sure enough, I was right. So yeah, I don't know. That was just a fun little time. And another thing that I do want to bring up is that for a little while, I lost hope that we were going to get a really, really big update every year, because it seemed like that's how it was going, especially for the past couple of years, where it was like, oh, we got that huge update that revamped Create a Sim and the lighting in 2016, and then in 2017 we got toddlers, and then in 2018 it's like, oh, okay, there isn't really anything quite on that level yet. And I figured, especially once we got that first gallery update and Grant was talking about how we were gonna get more before the year ends, it's like, okay, well, I guess the big update is the gallery, except it's spread out across at least 2 updates instead of it being one huge one. And let's be real, there's no way they would hype up a gallery update this much, especially considering how after that redesign update, the gallery just went down like every day for the first few weeks, and people got excited for it anyways, even though the singer said not to get hyped, and then people got disappointed. So yeah, I think that left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. So I don't think we're getting a gallery update in October. Maybe in November or even December alongside free holiday DLC, because that's something they tend to do every year. But I don't know. We'll just have to see what this big update is. And also, I'm pretty surprised that recently they seem to have finally plugged up the dam in regards to leaks. Because it's just kind of weird. Like, yeah, there's still occasional leaks with the console version, but in terms of PC, we used to get leaks every once in a while, like especially with Cats and Dogs. That was leaked like 6 months in advance. Vampires was leaked a couple of months before that came out, and the Tragic Clown update was leaked too, and a whole bunch of other things. But Seasons was not really leaked. Like, yeah, there were some icons in the base game that could be taken as a hint to weather, but there's lots of things that are icons in The Sims 4 that you could just draw as a hint to something, but it's not actually in the game. So yeah, that is up for debate. But yeah, I mean, everybody thinks that University is going to be the next expansion pack, or at least a lot of people do, but there's zero evidence right now that points to that actually being the case. It's just because a lot of us want universities to return to The Sims 4, and that tends to be the most popular request after Pets and Seasons, and both of those are finally out of the way now. So yeah, I think a lot of people are just naturally expecting it because University is that next one in line in terms of popularity, but that does not necessarily mean it's going to be the next expansion pack, even though I wouldn't mind it being that, just so we get like another big fan request out of the way, and then maybe we can start looking forward to more packs that maybe still bring some original ideas into the fold alongside some older stuff. And I was going to just end the video here, but I came up with another idea. What if the next gallery update somehow ties into the theme of what the next expansion pack is, especially if we do get that by the end of the year? Like, remember how with Showtime they put in some social media stuff and a lot of us ended up hating that? Where there was like that wall feature where you could easily comment on people's posts and such, and there was Simport where you could send your sim to another player's town and they could come back with rewards, and that was actually how you were supposed to unlock some of the stage props in the Showtime expansion pack. Yeah, it was somewhat of an interesting idea, but to many of us, very poorly executed. And, well, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this conspiracy rambly video. I mean, yeah, if you've been subscribed to me for a while, I guess this shouldn't be that new. I just executed it a little bit differently, but yeah, I ramble a lot. That's not really a new thing for me. But be sure to leave a like or a comment or even subscribe, because it lets me know that you like my channel, my videos, and it helps you keep up to date with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!